All right, what is up? Welcome to the Morning Wood presented by Prop Finder. It's time. I got some good news and bad news. The good news is we got a football game tomorrow night. The bad news is I don't know how much we can look at the NBA for tonight. Just because I was looking through Prop Finder's about that data, right? And check this out. We don't really have data. Does that make sense for tonight's games? Like there's no data that exists. Like we can get all excited about defensive matchups, but that's from last season. It worked yesterday. Don't get me wrong. Like with Sengun assist, we got that. Yeah, I can. The data's trash, bro. But in this case, it kind of is. Because, we're looking at last season. Last season doesn't matter right now, like at all. So, why do we care? I guess is what I mean. I would say we can start doing, really doing our NBA shows Tuesday, Wednesday next week. By the next Tuesday, Wednesday, we should be good. Yeah, Jonathan, first quarter points for Luka. Bang. You know what I'm saying? But, does everyone know what I mean? I want to sit here and be like, hey, let's do this play. Let's do that play. Let's do that play. There's nothing saying that we should do it. You know what I mean? All that we're looking for last year. So, it doesn't matter. I think once we have, even if we have two games, we'll have an idea. Does that make sense? Whereas, right now, this has given us no idea. This is, look here, all these, that's from April of last year. There's a May game in there. So, I think we should temper our NBA expectations on Prop Finder for 1 week. I would even say by Tuesday of next week, we should be there. We could do some vibes bet, Mark. I don't mind any vibes bets. CJ McCollum. Let's see what we got here. The Wizards probably going to be trash again. They probably get blown out tonight. I don't see why they wouldn't. I do stand by this, though. If you want, you're going to need Prop Finder going into the weekend because this data is going to become good before we actually get to it. Before we actually get to a good live stream where we can look at, hey, this is data from this season. But I don't give a shit about last year. I don't care about what happened last March. He wasn't even on this team. But that's all we have to show for right now. And it's set up for when, you know what I'm saying? For when data from this year becomes available. I would say we get some points, guy. Get some top scorers. Who do we think is going to be the focal point of their offense in a game that's not going to be a blowout? That would make the most sense to me. All right, so chat, it's on you. Only one play per person. One. That's it. Okay? Just one play per person. We can do whatever market we want. I would say points is probably the best one, but hey, it's up to you. It's your game. Here's the thing, though. Over the weekend when you're looking at this, because we're going to have two more shows. We're going to do tomorrow, which is going to be a football show, and we're going to do the same game that we did today because we're about to do today. And then we're going to do more football on Friday. So then Saturday, Sunday is going to happen. We have no streams. Monday, you're going to be looking for bets. We're all going to be looking for bets on Sunday probably. This is what's going to help us the most. They got other positions versus, the same position versus opponent. That is fantastic. I love that. Oh, we got a VJ Edgecombe points over. Brando, we can't put Banchero MVP. Oh, we won't get paid on that until next year. All right, so if you want to use, I like defensive matchups and just go by here, points. This is a great place to start. Just looking through. I mean, Giddy for a 20 burger, huh? That's what they're saying. Moran 25 burger. Oh, no worries, Brando. I was like, fuck, dude. Like, how are we gonna put Brando in there? Ooh, Maxey versus the Celtics. Embiid's out already? Did he play in the preseason? What we can do instead is, like I said, we'll let the data catch up to our brains because we're not quite. We're way ahead of this, the prop finder right now. Wait, I'm just checking. Didn't Embiid play in the preseason? Yeah. And why does it say he's out? Ayton didn't do anything. I fell asleep right in the first quarter of that game. After Luka had whatever he had, 10 in the first quarter, I was like, yeah, I'm going to bed. PJ 2+ threes, okay. We need projected starters. So the Hornets might be a good look just because they're playing the Nets, who are like horrific. Like I don't think anybody's gonna blow anyone out there. It's like two like bantamweight fighters. Like no one's gonna knock the other one out. You know what I'm saying? They're too small to knock each other out. Oh, we get a Giannis double-double. Rebounds, assists. So the assists were great last year against the Bulls. Is it still the same? Okay, Andrew, that makes more sense. Because I think, I mean, I don't know. Mobley 3 threes. I like where you guys' heads are. Harden assist. I think we can go 10+ on him. So here, I'm gonna start giving out hearts. I didn't do that yesterday. That was dumb. It was my fault. My fault. All right, Harden 10+ assists against Utah. I don't think they changed much. I think it's just gonna be. I mean, that could end up a blowout, but like he's fine. He'll get 10 in a blowout. You know what I mean? Cade against the Bulls. What's his number? 10. We're not doing 10. I kind of like Cade though. I do like the hearts, and then at the end we just go ahead and just knock it out. Yeah, let's go Cade 10. Fuck it. It's fine. Sorry, Spinning Fernandez, if you're listening with the kids in the car. It's my bad. Earmuff it, kids. Didn't mean to. What's Jaw? This is kind of fun. I kind of like this. I forgot about this. Here's how I do assist anyways. You just go, you literally go to that, like, you want who's getting the most assists against. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had another site that I would look at, assists by point guards versus, like, I think it was points first position is what I'd Google to get there. I don't even remember what site or who it was, but it doesn't even matter. Buddy, you all right? Okay, so Ja didn't even play in the preseason. He's probably dropping dimes. Let's just go over the people helping people parlay real quick. You know what I mean? Just a little people helping people. All about the assist. Yeah, no Suggs, no Curry. Ball might be, I mean, 6.5 for Ball? I think I found a way to use this with no data. So this will be if this is an official vibes play. We can't have unders, Mark, but I like where your head's at. You'll do anything. I like that. Yeah, it's ball 6, 7 plus 6, 7. Wait, is CJ? So how are the Wizards constructed? Is CJ their like guy? Like their actual point guard? That team looks like a team that's going to get their asses kicked. You know what I mean? Like just a team that's just not good. It's Bub Carrington, CJ, Sar, Middleton, and Tyshawn George. It's going to be a little bit, you know what I mean, before they're actually doing things. Tyshawn George, though, what's his points? I bet you Tyshawn George. We got to find. I wish we had a layout like we had on the other one. Jordan Poole's still on that team? Matthew Riley, I like it. D'Angelo Russell. Can we search to find guys, I wonder? I really don't want hit rates either. There we go. Now shit's about to get real. 4.5 assists, huh? That's it. Just 4.5 assists. Who are they playing? They're playing the Spurs? Let's investigate. Oh, hang on. I'll get you 1 second, Hitter. So they're playing the Spurs. Dude, you can use this with no data. It's actually better, I think. Wait, they got Cooper Flag playing point guard? Is D'Angelo Russell going to start? You know what I mean? Like, hang on. I'm figuring all this shit out. Dallas actually looks pretty good. Yeah, PJ Washington. Where does he go? What's up, Shalir? Yeah, no, I saw that. Durant, don't tell him this. I don't want him like killing me, but dude, he didn't look good at all. That was actually pretty bad. So D'Angelo Russell, we know that he is a starting point guard. Hang on, let me get some news on this guy. I hate when you Google the name and then yeah, but I mean, that's for like guys who aren't that good. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, me neither, Matthew Riley. But like I saw in the preseason game, they started Cooper Flag at point. I guess they were just running anybody out there. I mean, he would have to start, right? Yeah. So here's to end the preseason. Klay Thompson, Cooper Flagg, PJ Washington, Anthony Davis, Derek Lively. That leads me to think, do we just take Cooper Flagg and just become like Bezos overnight? They don't even have his assist on here because they don't think he can do it. 4 assists for our guy Coop. I know what you're saying though, Brando, but you know what I mean? Like it's Durant. It's not like some bum. PJ Washington had a bunch of assists in that. I mean, it's a preseason game, but I'm just saying, like, that's all we have at this point. I kind of wish we had whatchamacallit, preseason stats up there. I'd look at them. I don't give a shit. 3 assists for PJ. He was dealing last year. All right, we'll look at the football game in just a second. I think we're almost home with our hearts. I think we got it figured out. Not for nothing, I think PJ Washington can get 3 assists tonight. He's that extra pass guy. Yeah. No, I mean, I'm saying like every Durant look he's done. Like Durant's value was as the best scorer on the floor. So taking him now onto the team doesn't work. Does that make sense? Like it's because he's no longer the best scorer on the floor. Now he's a guy who's going to want the ball at the end of the game, and he's not the best scorer on the floor anymore. He is affected by a great defensive team. You know what I'm saying? Whereas like that, the point of him is to not be affected by any defense because he's not defendable. Now that he is, yeah. So I mean, like, yeah, no, of course he lost a step. The guy's like 40 years old. You know what I'm saying? Like that wasn't the debate whether he lost a step. That was already, we knew that. I'm saying, is he fully washed? And it's like he might be. Because he has to be the best scorer on the floor. Like that's what his value is. Some guys, when they're not the best scorer anymore, they can turn into a distributor or something. You know what I'm saying? They change their game, but he's a scorer. Like that's what he always was. And a damn good one, too. All right, let's move. All right, so let's look at the Hearts real quick. I think this is good. I think James Harden, 8.5 assists. Cade Cunningham, what's that say? 9.5 assists. John Morant, 7+ assists. Lonzo Ball, 7+ assists. People helping people. Powerful stuff. You can do this at Fanatics, plus 1286. I don't think that's a crazy parlay. I think everybody's in a matchup where it makes sense. I think it's good. You don't like LaMelo, Matthew? I think he can get 7. What if he goes triple-double? Like it's nothing. I mean, if you played them all straight, I bet you 3 of them hit. You know what I mean? I think Harden's good for 10. Oh, my bad. All right, let's one quick look at the oh no, I'm with you, Matthew. It ain't gonna be Lonzo. It might be. He's back. All right, one quick look at the football game. If you like Prop Finder with this app we're using, we go sport to sport with it. So if you like it, there's a link in the description. Promo code SLOP. It's like $10 a month. you can cancel every other app you have. You don't need anything else. Like all the data that we need is here and it's only getting better. This is first run through. Like this hasn't even been upgraded yet and it's still better than every other site out there. So get it is all I'm saying. But just get it. Ooh, the old Quentin Grimes assist. Yeah, we're gonna dude this NBA season might be the best season of our lives. Matthew, I can't wait for those guys to come. I mean, dude, I can't believe those guys. Why would you ever like put on Twitter that you're happy someone lost a bet? You know what I mean? Like what? What an absolute. What's up, Dumbo? Like you're literally outing yourself as just an absolute scumbag. Even if you were happy the guy missed, you don't say it on like what are you doing? And like pretending like, oh well, I'm just protecting all the new bettors who think this is smart. Like, no, you're not. Like you're mad that he has way more followers than you. Like that's all. That's the only thing. That's the only thing that makes any sense. Like no one's protecting anybody. Like, oh yeah, sorry, virtue signal. You know what I'm saying? Like no, you're not. You don't. You couldn't care less. All right, we'll keep looking. Yeah, Bass, my bad, dude. I won't lie, man. I'm tired. The dog got me up at 5:10 this morning, but I didn't take her out before I went to bed last night, so it's definitely my fault. But it is what it is. All right, NFL time. Real quick, I'm only looking at one thing right now. So the first thing you want to do, well, the first thing that I do, I'm not going to tell you what to do, but the first thing that I do is look here. I like these zone splits. Like we got two defenses that like to play heavy zone, which is awesome for us because, you know, if it's fit 60% zone, then that means you don't have big enough splits to really like get excited about anything, if that makes sense. Do you know what I mean? Like what are we going to get excited about? So with their 73%, 78%, okay, if one quarterback is like way better against zone than man, then now you got something to be kind of excited about. Now you want to dig into, hey, what's this game script going to be? This game, Herbert, we need them to get behind. And if they do, 73% zone, this guy completes 74% of his passes versus zone, whereas 59%, well, 60%, we'll call it, against man. So he's much better against zone. We could think about completions if we think the Vikings are going to score on them. But if you think passing yards, you go down and you say, all right, what has other guys done against them? And you just kind of figure out, find a game script that matches. You know what I mean? Like, so we know Hurts went for 320 against them. Dylan Gabriel went for 190, which is a lot for him. Aaron Rodgers, Jake Browning. So they haven't seen any quarterbacks in a while. They've seen Hurts, 326. But these Vikings, Aaron Rodgers does look pretty washed. Penix Jr. is hit or miss. Caleb, I mean, you know what I'm saying? They haven't really seen a Justin Herbert yet. That Stafford was last season. So maybe you got something. If these guys are chasing points, if you think the Chargers will chase points, you have something. Now you go here and just start looking at receivers. Obviously, zone is what you're looking for. A-Dot comes, no, not really. A-Dot's the same against man or zone for Quentin Johnston, but more receptions for Keenan Allen. Like they still throw to him roughly, the same thing, same percentage of times, but his receptions go up. Probably a more accurate ball in zone from Herbert. Is my guess there. Lad McConkey. Who do they? The Gadsden guy is the one that I'm pretty interested in. 3.5 receptions. So at 4 catches, we're not getting explosive plays from Minnesota, obviously, in the receiving game, but look at the receptions from these other tight ends. I mean, Goddard had 3. They don't really use him much, though, so keep that in mind. And Njoku and Fanning combined for 10. Jonnu and Darnell Washington combined for 5. I mean, there's like 15 tight ends on that team. Noah Fant had 5 catches. Again, they still use Gesicki. They use Drew Sample. You know, like, so a lot of tight ends over there. Kyle Pitts had 4. The 2 Bears tight ends, I mean, that was the first game of the season, but it still got 3. So I'm thinking Gadsden for 3 catches is not a bad idea. 4 catches, 4 plus. But you could do the 3 in one of those ladders. He is on the field. Like, he is their guy. Yeah, just getting snap counts real quick. Yeah. Week 1, put in perspective. Week 1, Gaston was on the field 0 snaps. Week 2, 0 snaps. Week 3, 22 snaps. That's 26%. So it's first time being on the field, 26%. He was on the field last week, 79% of the snaps. Wait, was Conklin hurt? Yeah, I mean, yeah, Conklin's not even like on the field anymore. Will Dissly is another one. Is he hurt? We just gotta make sure these guys aren't hurt. Do we know? Yeah, but there's a big difference though, Matthew. You know what I'm saying? Like, if he's not, that means that yeah, he played. And he did not leave the game, apparently. I mean, it is legitimately a Rondé Gadsden. So if they went tight end in terms of targets, the only problem is they've got Lad McConkey, Quentin Johnson, and Keenan Allen. You know what I'm saying? So they've got receivers they want to use in the receiving game. But I mean, Gadsden obviously has ascended to the top of that. Like, he is their tight end. Like I said, to go from 0 to 79% of the snaps over like the other guys, like Tyler Conklin, who's a free agent signing, and Disley, who's been there, that means that he is far and away like their guy. They're blown away by him, I guess. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, they want him on the field, they want him featured. I think 3.5 catches is way too low for him. So that's our first little play. We'll get to more of it tomorrow when there's, you know what I'm saying, that's game day. But right now, I'd say lock that into however you can lock it in, because I would think that this guy is literally there, whatever. I don't know that he's going 100+ yards, all that stuff. So like, temper your expectations. I'm talking about standard lines. Like, when we're talking about a standard line here, 40 yards is getting to be kind of a lot. 40.5. I mean, they're catch up there, but receptions, they can't really play that game with where they load up. You know what I mean? And he is definitely a zone guy. They see a lot of zone, or they will see a lot of zone. I think they can get behind because, whatchamacallit, the Vikings should be able to run on them, and that should be able to help Carson, or Yeah, Wentz. So Wentz should be able to throw the ball. They play a ton of zone. Wentz is way better against zone. So maybe he doesn't turn the ball over a bunch of times. And if that's the case, Minnesota can at least score a little bit enough on the Chargers to cause, them to want to play along. I don't know that this is going to turn to a shootout or anything like that, but at the same time, we should get some play volume, you know. But I mean, I like the receptions for him just because you do have him as the safety valve, Andrew. You do have him for those receptions, but you also have him for the ones that they scheme up for him. So maybe he gets a couple in that way too. Anyway, so that's going to do it. I got to get ready for keeping it 1,000. I'm going to narrow down the 2 NBA picks. Again, don't lose hope on the NBA on Prop Finder. We legitimately have no data to go on, okay? Like, trust me. I already see what I'm looking for once we do. You know what I mean? So now it's a wait and see approach. But go ahead and get Prop Finder. NFL is in full swing. You're going to need it for the NFL slate. You just saw how we just found Gadsden. Gadsden's going to catch 4 passes. So, you know what I mean? It's going to be awesome. Yo, what's up, Harley? Yeah, dude, there's really nothing. Like, we're just going to be talking in circles, Harley. So, guys, have a great day. Again, Keeping It 1,000 is going to be recorded in about 26 minutes. So we're going to be there for that. I will see all of you right back here tomorrow. We're going to do a deep dive into the Thursday football game, and then we're going to look into the NBA, see if maybe there's something we can find out. We actually did find a few things. Harden assist, Cunningham assist, Moran assist, Ball assist. So we're good there. But anyways, get Prop Finder now. Just go down and get it. Link in the description. Promo code SLOP. I'm telling you, it's cheap, and it is even cheaper with promo code SLOP, but it's the best research tool out there. We're going to have every single sport that we play at our fingertips with the data that we need. No noise, just data that you need. So try it out. I'll see all of you later on. Have a great day, guys. Thanks for watching.